Hi, Bill here, and welcome to Bill's Retro Reviews. Today we'll be looking at Transformers Animated Voyager class Blitzwing. And here he is in his robot mode. I'll just start with the robot mode in this one. I normally go vehicle and then to robot, but I'll just do it the opposite way around, just to change things up. It looks a bit samey if I do from one mode to the other in every video, so I'll just change things up a little with at least one or two of them. So here he is, looking pretty cool, and his arm moves. Now the hands only moves in like this, it doesn't actually rotate. He moves up and down, a joint there, a swivel joint there. The bit I do like is this, they don't actually, it's not a firing trigger feature, it's just it just fills out like some third party figures. It does this. It just lifts up like that in a spring loaded thing, and it just fills out a part when it's moved into other parts to for in place to on the other one or two other modes, or the both other modes. It just fills out gaps. A gap filler really. It just fills that piece out. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Obviously the wings can go up and down, however you like. They actually can, I don't know if they can actually fold over themselves. I can't seem to get them to fold over because the arm's in the road. No, I thought they could fold over right over, but I can't get them to fold right over. Don't think I can, hold on. No, that's as far, they don't fold right over, unfortunately. So they just stay there, but you can fold them up, but they don't fold flat, and there's no way to tab them. So I didn't want to break it. So there we go. Let's get the missiles. Now you can rotate these. I can pull them off as well. You can rotate them, and they will fire. Yeah, they do fire, so they don't go very far, but they do fire. And you can rotate them to launch them if you want. It doesn't have any waist articulation. Your leg articulation is there, right back there. He goes that far. He does have. He can move his like that. He does have an upper leg rotation as well as a knee joint, and it just rotates there. He can do the splits. You can get the splits going, and he does have his knee. Obviously, as part of the transformation purpose, you can have his knee right up there, that far. So yes, it does, and his foot can rotate. But again, it's part of the transformation part of the transformation. So his foot does move up and down. It doesn't. There's no rocker ankle tilt, so you don't get that. Oh, one other gimmick now. There's a button at the back. It's not very good. You can't really get it to do it with that, but you can push them. Because in Transformers Animated, you could rotate his face. So there's his face there. You push it, and there's his Colonel Clink face there, and there's that beastie looking one. If I can move them round, you can have that one there, like that, see? So it does rotate. It's just the three faces, just three. It's not four. I don't think he had four in the animation. I'll try and return it to that. He just had the three. So you do have that rotating face gimmick, which is pretty cool. His head can rotate anyway. You can get it like it will move. The faces move independently of the helmet, so it may be out of position when you move it, but it doesn't have any up and down unless you move the cockpit section. And that's it really. Like I say, you can put the wings down or up that far, and that's it. Oh, the arms, I think I showed the arms rotate right around. Well, they can do. I think there's a little bit of clearance issues with there, trying to get that there, but they you can go right round like that, I guess. You go hit off of them sometimes. And this, keeping this in can sometimes be bothersome. So there we go. Oh, size comparison now. Size comparison. So here's a Voyager, so here's Voyager broadside. So bring them in with broadside and push them back a bit to be on screen. There's with Voyager broadside. Okay, Titans return. Oh, and I forgot the instructions. There's instructions there. So it is Transformers animated, and it's Blitzwing. Okay, right. So to get him into his jet mode. So to get it transformed to jet mode, well, first thing you're going to do is come around here, collapse them, collapse the heel spurs, move them down there to them positions, move them down there to that position. So you end up looking like that. Okay. Collapse the legs up into there, collapse the legs up into there, and they just stay there. Oh, this blooming thing likes to come off. Okay, I'll attach it later. Right, I think next thing you've got to do is unhook the back here, section here, and just leave it up like this just now. Come round here, push that out a wee bit, rotate it round. Push that out a wee bit, rotate it round. Then what you want to do is have that there like that, because the hands are going to go down and fit down into there like that. Okay, so move, it's not easy doing this, move that round, the hands are there. Now there's tab and a slot and tab and a slot, and a tab and a slot and a tab and a slot there. They'll both interconnect with each other. They'll just both tab into each other. Okay, it's cool it's got that bit, like I said, because it just fills the gap out or compresses when it's going into certain modes and where it lives and all that. That's pretty cool. So do that with that side. It's not easy getting this thing up like that and there. Now you've got to try and compress these hands together. It's not easy, but there you are. You can, I don't know if you saw that, but you just push them together, push them down there like that, and push them closed. And if you haven't already, compress that, because it does lift up, and then you can compress it. It does compress down, okay? It's meant to do that, so just make sure you do that. Lift the wings out. These two pegs go into there's two circular bits in the feet that go on here. Okay, I just fired the weapon, doesn't matter. Well, it does actually. You rotate them round so the trigger's on the upside. I'll do that on this side. Just push it in, push it on. There. Come and get the other one. And push it on there. Oh, rotate these out and lift the tail fins up. There we go. And that is you. Oh wait, not quite. Of course it's not. Lift the head up, rotate it so the back of the head's that side, and rotate the cockpit section, and then pull the nose cone out. Nose cone's kind of tricky trying to get it out, but once you've got a purchase, it will come up, and the nose cone section will come up. And that's him in his jet mode. There it is. There. Looking pretty cool. Great that these double as blast effects. You know, back in the time as thrusters that we get with today's toy line. You can get that, but even back then it's shown that you got these as well. that can double as blast effects and thrusters and all that. So really cool. There he is in his jet mode now. Bring the jet there, and I'll bring in Titan's Return broadside in his fan mode, jet mode. His fan jet mode. It's a fan design. It's not the actual where that bit comes up there. And obviously these broke off, so I no longer have that. I just use that as a tail fin. And that's him in his jet mode, and they're the two together. So they're both Voyagers. There they are. Cool. So I'll move that out the road, and I'll get him to his tank mode. Right, first thing you've got to do is hold them down, push them in, lift this section, tuck away the nose cone, tuck away the cockpit, like that. Lift this section. Make sure there's a clearance issue here. You push them through like that. There's a sweet spot you've got to get that through. It's weird, but you need them bits, these flaps through and back like that. It's important. So you push them up there like this. You rotate them round like that, so the trigger fits in the top, and you bring that forward and hook it onto the top. Leave that up like that. Right, bottom. Bring them open, rotate them feet in, rotate the feet in, close them up. That's it. The legs sections don't actually peg in, they just stay there in place, friction. Finally, bring the wings in. Bring the wings in and push them down like that. And that's basically, it's meant to be together. There should be a peg there that could peg that on and close it, but there isn't. And then bring these down, rotate the turret, and that's Blitzwing in his weird tank mode. Although it'd be cool if it had a peg there that could peg that together, but it doesn't. And that's him in his tank mode. There he is in his tank mode. Pretty cool. To bring in another tank, I'm giving away a secret here, because this is another one I'm going to review. I think this is leader class. It might be bigger. I think it's leader class, because that's Voyager. This is bigger than that, so might be leader. It's an upcoming review of Transformers animated Shockwave in his tank mode. So there's Shockwave in his tank mode. Transformers animated Shockwave. He's definitely bigger. You can tell the size of it. They're bigger. So he's obviously bigger. So he's obviously the next class up, which will be leader, I think, because that's Voyager, Deluxe, down and then up is leader. So that's him. So you can see the two tank modes together. I'll probably bring him in again and him in again when I'm doing him, so who knows. But there we go, that's the two tank modes to get a size comparison. Okay, so that has been, I'll just end it there because it's showing these different modes. That has been, and it's 13 minutes this one, Transformers animated Voyager class Blitzwing. So look out for the Shockwave one. I've just given it away. Right, okay, so that's probably coming next. Okay, thank you, bye for now.